Picture a week of nonstop rain, no roof, no dry clothes, no heating, nowhere modern to escape to. For most of human history, that wasn't a hypothetical, it was simply weather. So, what actually happened when the sky refused to clear for days at a time? Did ancient humans just sit outside, soaked and miserable, waiting? Or did something more organized, more resourceful, quietly kick in the moment the first storm rolled in? The cave as ark. The first and most immediate response was shelter, and caves and rock overhangs became critical infrastructure the moment rain became relentless. Archaeological sites show clear evidence of repeated, extended occupation during wet seasons. Thick layers of ash, tools, and food remains built up over many days in the same spot. A good rock shelter did more than keep people dry. It concentrated an entire group in one place for days, forcing decisions about food, warmth, and time that a scattered, mobile lifestyle rarely required. In some regions, these shelters were used again and again across many generations, suggesting communities came to recognize and rely on the same specific locations whenever bad weather set in. Before we continue, if this kind of question is the kind of thing you enjoy thinking about, consider subscribing and sharing this with someone who'd find it interesting too. Now let's keep going. Keeping fire alive in a wet world. The bigger challenge wasn't finding shelter, it was keeping fire burning inside it. Damp wood and high humidity make starting a new flame from scratch extremely difficult. So groups relied heavily on carrying and protecting existing embers, keeping a low, smoldering coal alive for days, rather than repeatedly starting from nothing. Dry tinder was often gathered and stored well in advance, precisely for situations like this, suggesting that preparing for bad weather wasn't an afterthought, but a routine, expected part of life. The forced pause. With hunting and foraging largely impossible in heavy, prolonged rain, groups depended on food already stored or preserved. Dried meat, nuts, and other supplies gathered during better weather, specifically to survive stretches like this. This wasn't improvisation. Evidence of deliberate food storage appears repeatedly at long-term shelter sites, suggesting ancient humans anticipated these forced pauses and planned around them well before the first raindrop ever fell. In particularly wet climates, some groups appear to have relied on smoked or partially preserved meat that could last considerably longer than fresh kills, extending their buffer against days lost to weather. Idle hands, busy minds. And here's where it gets genuinely interesting. Days confined together, unable to hunt or travel, created something rare in a normally mobile lifestyle: prolonged, uninterrupted time. Archaeologists have found that many rock shelters used repeatedly over long periods also show concentrated evidence of tool refinement, ornament making, and symbolic activity, more than would be expected from short overnight stays alone. Some researchers suspect that exactly this kind of forced downtime, stuck together with little else to do, may have encouraged storytelling, skill sharing, and craftsmanship to flourish. Activities that a constantly moving, weather-permitting lifestyle simply left less room for. What the rain left behind. So what did ancient humans do when it rained all week? They sheltered, carefully guarded a single ember for days, lived off food they'd wisely stored in advance, and quite possibly passed the time doing the very things that made us who we are: talking, teaching, making, creating. The rain didn't just interrupt ancient life. In its own quiet way, it may have helped shape it. It's a reminder that even something as ordinary as bad weather could quietly influence the direction of an entire way of life. Not to give you answers, to reveal the paradox. Every question has a story. Welcome to Human Mystery.